Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Hi, everybody.
Hi.
You're all like all serious, like welcome back. Hi, everybody.
Welcome back to Dragon Ball Z. Oh wait.
No, I have that sound clip.
Ah.
I have that. I have last time on Dragon Ball Z. I have never tell me the odds.
I'm just sitting here like this, gathering this energy for the spirit bomb for the rest of the episode.
Okay.
Okay, you can do that.
You gotta do it for next week's episode too.
Listen,
You're not allowed to move until that spirit bomb is done.
Yep.
Listen, I'm gonna be way too hype about Paxi's next episode.
You gotta work hard on that spirit bomb. That's tiny.
No.
In fact, it looks like
It's
like
actually
a
up
cobweb.
on the roof right now.
It looks like a cobweb, actually.
Put extra effort into
No,
it.
that's not the spirit bomb. Remember, forget who it was, but they just saw Goku standing like this, and they're like, "What is he doing?" And then like 3 episodes later, the camera pans up, and he's got the spirit bomb like the size of a planet, like 100 feet above him. It's like, oh, how did I miss that?
Honestly, Goku, he's not like showing strength from like holding up a gigantic planet-sized energy ball. He's just holding up because this is really hard to do. Like, you just hold your hands up like this for like even 2 minutes is pretty hard.
Yep.
He's just,
I know. That's why I'll be very impressed if you can do it for the entire episode.
Okay.
Or
He's
the
just-
entire half of the episode.
he's not gonna be able to put his arms down.
I know.
His shoulders will just lock.
I was gonna drive home like this, like it's be like it'd be like the episode of Family Guy. Roadhouse. Why are we doing this? No turns. Roadhouse.
Oh
Sorry.
god.
That's a good shit.
Okay.
Okay. So we're gonna be talking about.
Games that should be made into movies or TV shows, and games that have, and whether they should have
Yes.
or not.
That's a good question.
So, I think we all think of this. The first one that I think of is, I think, the one that most people think of.
I think your spirit bomb is.
No, I'm actually concentrating it with the circle.
Oh, okay.
He's doing,
I mean, I've actually advanced past Goku's technique.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Sorry, that's fine.
pretty sure Goku can just sleep and a spirit bomb will start forming above him.
Anyway, sorry, I got us off topic.
Okay.
Actually, that's one of the games I would really like into a movie. If it was done well, not like the one they did. Which they did, and it was horrible.
So you want them to take the anime Dragon Ball Z, turn it into a game, and then turn it into a movie?
Yeah. Well, it was a game, so technically it still counts.
Yeah, but most of the games I played were just retelling the anime.
Right.
Touche.
None of them have, except for this new one that just came out, I don't think any of them have actually told a new story. And even the new one, it's just retelling the story with a new character.
Pretty sure that's just retelling the story, except adding this new character into everything.
Yes, because he was there for everything. Gohan wasn't badass and killed Cell on his own. No, this guy was there to help.
Yep.
He didn't do it on his own the first time. His dad helped him.
The spirit of his dad helped him.
Listen, in that universe, it's the same thing. Spirit Goku can actually walk on the ground. Okay, same
As
thing.
long as he has a halo.
Yes.
Yep.
He did spend, like 20 episodes running across the giant.
And then
snake's
flew across
back.
it like 0.0 seconds later on a different episode. But anyways, back to what we're talking about. I think the first one that most people think of is actually Mortal Kombat, though.
Mortal Kombat, yeah, that I actually liked the movies, especially when I was a kid.
Personally, when I was a kid, I was confused constantly, but I liked the fighting.
Yeah, that's the only thing that mattered. It just had great fight scenes. The story, looking back and rewatching it as an adult, yeah, the story sucks, but it's just great fight scenes. Yeah, the Sub-Zero battle was kind of disappointing, but...
Yeah, it was. But I think with the special effects now, if they redid it... And
oh, yeah, if they redid Mortal Kombat...
Actually, if they did Armageddon, that'd be good. If they did Mortal Kombat Armageddon, that was a good story, actually. That could be done very, very well.
I think they should actually do the PlayStation 2 trilogy. Deadly Alliance into Annihilation into Armageddon?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they should do that whole trilogy.
I would say, isn't Armageddon the last one in that trilogy?
Yes, it is, but I want them to do the whole trilogy. I don't want them to do just Armageddon.
I think they should. I think they should take the end of Annihilation as a movie because it's just too much content otherwise. It'd be like 6 movies. The amount of dialogue in those games are ridiculous.
Yeah, but it's a movie adaptation of a game. You can
Yeah, but we want it to be good.
I want it to be good, yes, but I think they need to explain zombie Liu Kang, okay?
Yeah, that's how you started, is with him dying.
Which is at the very beginning of Deadly Alliance.
Is it?
Yes. It's the very first scene in Deadly Alliance.
Well, then you skip over Annihilation, because that game doesn't matter.
That game was actually overly complicated. But
A game that would be good to make into a movie, I think. And you guys might know what I'm about to say, but you might not. Bioshock Infinite.
oh yeah.
You guys thought I was going to say Sonic, didn't you?
No.
No, I can't picture a great movie coming out of any of the Sonic
Neither
games.
can I.
Because I didn't even know there was actually plot to the original Sonic games until we did the Sonic Marathon here.
Actually, if you did the original version of Shadow, that'd be pretty cool. But,
Oh, well, Sonic Adventure 2.
yeah.
Yeah, Sonic
Yeah,
Adventure
maybe.
2 would make a good one.
Maybe.
That'd be the
But
best one to use.
But
It would. It would.
Bioshock Infinite, that'd actually be really interesting. And they if they were good about it, they could use some creative license, because there's, with the tears, they're,
I'm sorry.
yeah. With the tears, it's almost infinite.
Go on.
No.
I used it.
It just, he's going to hand it to Krillin, and Krillin's going to form it into a ball and kill Vegeta with it.
Actually, I think I did lock a bit.
I was pretty sure Last of Us is confirmed as a movie.
Last of Us is confirmed, but I haven't heard anything on it in a really long time. So that
Neither have I.
That kind of scares me.
But that's why I didn't say anything
however,
about Last of Us.
With Legend of Zelda possibly going to Netflix as a TV show,
Yeah.
they might need to. Yes, that's that. That is how you audition for Link. By the way, that is how you audition for Link. You just go to the room. Okay, let's run some lines. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then the next, the girl over here. Listen. And that's it. But I think.
Don't forget. Hey.
But I think one of the main problems with turning a video game into a movie is they cut too much content out. It loses things. It doesn't come out to be as good as what we originally wanted. They take a 20, 30 hour game and they turn it into an hour and a half, 2 hour movie.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Maybe putting into a TV show. I know TV shows,
Yeah.
they don't get as good of a budget, but putting them into a TV show might be better.
see, I considered that already though for Bioshock Infinite. Bioshock Infinite was the biggest complaint about it was a shorter story,
Yeah.
but it was a good story.
Bioshock Infinite,
Yeah.
I think, could be a movie, but Last of Us, even just like a, what do you call it? Not a full TV show.
Miniseries?
Miniseries. Last of Us is a miniseries, like a Stephen King length miniseries. That could actually be good.
Yeah. I mean, and also because of Harley Quinn's comment of Uncharted, it makes me think of Tomb Raider, because that's pretty much the same game but updated.
Let's face it, they're both just Indiana Jones and different
Yeah.
skins.
But, you know, the Tomb Raider movies weren't bad. They weren't good. They weren't bad.
No, but Uncharted, if they do it right, it could be good. But so far, I haven't even heard who they're gonna have play Nathan Drake. So
Yeah. I mean, those are all action, mostly, games. You know, in Mortal Kombat, Uncharted, Last of Us. They're all, besides Bioshock Infinite, because I know Bioshock Infinite doesn't have a good story on it.
Last of Us is very story driven.
Yeah.
That's why I would say miniseries for that one, because it is a slightly longer game with very story driven.
Mm.
So,
But I think, you know, some of the different types of games, like stuff that you might not think has a story but has like one of those deep like lore types of games would be actually really good as well.
like,
I'm trying to think of one. I was gonna say most people would probably say like Minecraft, and
no,
don't make
No.
a Minecraft movie. Do not make a Minecraft movie.
I like Minecraft, but no.
I'm so waiting to see
Just
It
like
doesn't have a
Sonic.
story.
Just like Sonic. I like
Yeah.
Sonic, but I don't think it would make a good movie with the exception of Sonic Adventure 2.
Actually, you know what would be really cool if they did make.
By the way, there was a Sonic movie. Just
Yeah, I know.
full disclosure. It was bad.
We know. But we all got our hopes up, Chris. We all did. We were all like, But I was actually thinking Super Smash Bros. Brawl. Not because
Brawl did have the story mode in it.
it did have a story mode.
And
It wouldn't be
actions.
fantastic, but it would be interesting to
It'd
see them delve deeper into it. It'd be grasping at straws, but it'd be cool if they pulled it off.
If they could pull off the Lego movie, they can turn Brawl
Everything is outside.
But how are they going to explain Sonic just showing up at the end in Final Destination just randomly out of nowhere?
Because
So that was just weird.
the same way they explained everything in the Lego movie.
Exposition?
It
The piece of resistance?
just the way they explained everything in the Lego movie. The way they
Craggle?
yes.
It's Craggle. No,
They,
actually...
they didn't really explain anything in the Lego movie.
No, that's kind of what my point was.
Yeah, as to how the
But-
Lego pieces were sentient,
Yeah.
even when outside of their Lego world.
But,
Well, no, it kind of was explained. It's just the kid's imagination.
no.
The Lego moved on its own.
Yeah.
It's his imagination.
His imagination
No.
made it jump off.
Yeah, imagination.
It pulled the glue stick. It pulled crazy glue.
Imagination.
No, it happened.
It's his imagination. The kid snuck over and was like fiddling with it. Okay.
Chris,
Or he
they
had a string. He had a string.
Yeah? They have embarrassing photos of you, Chris. What do you think now? Your toys have embarrassing photos for you.
Well, that would be weird because I don't take embarrassing photos.
No, they took them of you, Chris. They have tiny little camera phones.
Nope, it's impossible to have an embarrassing photo of me.
I forgot. This isn't Chris's clothes, it's his skin. He never... Like, he's like a chameleon, it just changes. He just never takes it. It's his skin, he can't take it off.
Okay.
I'm sorry. It's
Okay.
too good.
But there was another game that we thought we were going to get a TV show of, and I keep hearing different things about it. Halo.
Oh, they've done stuff with it though, like Forward on Dawn. That's on Netflix.
But
And Red vs. Blue.
Red vs. Blue, yes. But Red vs. Blue is a machinima.
I know.
But yeah, that was another one I was thinking of. They actually even promised a movie at one point, but they couldn't find a director.
They couldn't find a director willing to put his career on the line for it.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, if you're taking something like Halo and going to make a movie out of it, you're putting your career on the line.
But that's one though where it's got so much just hidden content, hidden, exposition that you have such a broad.
There's such a broad thing that you can cover with it. You can cover ODSTs, you can cover Spartans, you can cover.
But the problem is you're never going to satisfy everybody. You know what I
No.
mean? If you do an ODST story, everyone who wants Master Chief is going to be disappointed. If you do a Master Chief, they're like, well, what about all the grunts? What are you going to do? You're just mindless grunts? They're ODSTs. They have a story, bro.
This
So
is true.
what they'll have to do is they'll have to at least do a trilogy for Halo, where it's like, original movie you're gonna probably do Master Chief, then prequel, then sequel. It's kind of set up.
So do Halo 3, then Halo 3 ODST,
Yep. And then Halo 5.
Halo 5, yeah.
Skip Halo 4.
Yeah, don't do Halo 4. Halo 4 is all exposition for Halo 5 anyways. You can do it all in flashbacks or something.
Yeah. Or in the first 10 minutes of Halo 4 of the next Halo movie.
Yeah, that's actually true.
Because a lot of that is BS walking around.
But when I was wondering, do you think StarCraft would be a good show? Not movie. I don't think it'd be a good movie. There's too much in it for it to be a movie. Unless they would do it.
I think it could be done. It would be. It could be done. The way the
There
actual
is-
story works, yeah.
There is a lot of lore in StarCraft. There's a
You'd
lot
have
of
to-
backstory.
You'd have to skip all of the let's land a command center and start mining minerals, and you'd have to
Well,
skip all that.
They don't
Not
have to
really.
show that. They don't have to show it like indefinitely, but they could
Well-
show the workers working in some scenes.
See, here's the thing. Here's the thing that's always bugged me with the campaign mode in StarCraft or any
RTS game.
RTS game. You get all the stuff in the previous scenario, and then you have nothing in the next one.
I've actually played ones where you do.
Okay.
I've played one
All
where
right, then
you,
StarCraft.
yeah, StarCraft. No.
StarCraft. You get all this technology. Okay, I've got battle cruisers. Next scenario. Oh, we don't have battle cruisers anymore. You have to research the technology again. But just 5 minutes ago, I had battle cruisers, a whole bunch of them. Where are they?
See, I did play a game that kind of explained this, and they didn't let you bring all your troops into the next one because they kind of said that they needed to leave troops there to defend that area. It's war. You're defending an area. You can't just move your entire army out of a critical point and expect the enemy not to come and just take it again.
StarCraft 2 Wings of Liberty.
I don't remember that story very well.
They're rebels. They're always on the run. They're not.
Yeah, it's true.
They're not taking control of places.
This is true.
But what? Actually, I was thinking possibly League of Legends, but it's for the same dilemma. Is because the way there's tons of story behind it, and there's tons of things behind that, just like StarCraft. But the actual where you'd see like gameplay versus movie footage would be very dull at first.
Well, actually,
because I don't want to sit there watching somebody just hit minions over and over again.
No,
Yeah,
but you don't do it
It
that
wouldn't
way.
be that way.
You don't do
I
it.
understand.
You do it as an action-packed way. Like the first episode, probably the first, we'll say like an hour-long show on HBO. I would say the first 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes is that battle, but it's not done that way. It's done like full-on choreographed fight scenes, everything. It shows off the powers of the champions that are currently participating.
Well, the way I was thinking about StarCraft, possibly being even like a TV show or something, or a movie, is like giving you a different look at it, like in the command center. You know what I mean? Like where you technically are, being like, all right, and like they have these gigantic screens and be like miners, and it has a like actual gameplay footage of like miners here. So it's like an aerial view, and be like, all right, miners, go over there, and it cuts to the miners like going like this, and it cuts back, and it's a little bit further in the game because you
But
skip
it's,
it.
But see, they wouldn't even need to do that for StarCraft.
Well, I'm saying like just to put that kind of game mechanic in the movie,
just to
or
show
TV
the
show.
game mechanic, like
guess.
having them in the command center, giving commands to the troops. You guys go patrol over here. You guys,
Kind of like a
but
cutscene,
it
like,
doesn't
not
have
more
to.
than
It
a
doesn't
minute.
have to be a long scene, but it's just kind of like a wink set to the players.
Yeah, I guess they could do that. But if I were, you know, I'm not a director, but if I were a director, I wouldn't do it that way. I would focus on the hero missions in StarCraft.
Well, again, I don't really
Well,
see the story in StarCraft. So.
Yes, I would focus on that too, but you gotta show the actual thing. You gotta show like there's no way that they're always just out, you know, on these hero missions.
Sure, they are.
They could just be a normal base. That
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be like these strongholds that you're building in campaign or
I mean,
multiplayer.
in
It could just be a base.
in Wings of Liberty, their base is the Hyperion, which is a ship.
Yeah, but you can go all the way back to StarCraft on this.
Well, yeah, if you go all the way back to StarCraft,
They-
the base is Manx's ship.
Yeah, but they still need a stronghold on planets. They still need to build something on the planets.
And even still, there's creative, you know, control over this. You know,
Right.
you can not do everything exactly to the source material.
And you can make a nod to it, but I mean, I feel like it would be a waste of time in the plot to go through it and be like, oh yes, we've deployed another base on this planet. We've got miners mining. We're building this and that and the other thing.
No. It doesn't have to be like that. It used to make it sound robotic. It's like, hey,
It is kind of robotic.
no.
Yeah,
It's
it's like
no. It's like
but
it's like status report. We set up a stronghold on the base. Ready to
Stronghold
go.
on the base. That's great.
Yes,
yeah,
stronghold on the base.
they set up the base. They put a stronghold on top of it. Now it's super invincible. You can't do it.
And with cream, it's
Can't touch
great. No, but it can just be like a status report thing, and they bring it up or something, show it from the aerial view or something.
Well, even like for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
It
Something
doesn't
like that.
have to
Okay.
be. It doesn't have to be like this, robotic.
You know what? I think
Miners
we're saying
go
the same
mine.
thing, but
yeah,
thinking we meant other things.
Miners go mine.
but
Marines go over there.
yeah,
Right, because that's not going to make a good movie.
No, but having it be like having someone come in status report and they bring it up and like all the sci-fi mumbo jumbo and
Yeah, like-
okay.
like clear glass everywhere, screens that
They
I
could
want.
actually give a reason as they could actually go further into why they need to get Vespine gas and the minerals.
But like what I was more thinking of is kind of like something where, and I hate that I have to use this reference because this movie was terrible, but like a Battlefield reference, or not Battlefield, not Battlefield. Frick, trying to think of it. Game for children involves ships. Battleship. There we go.
Battleship.
Oh, well,
That movie was terrible, but it's like you saw the grid, they're plotting points, and then they cut away
Yes.
from the grid.
They actually said missile to E5 at one point.
Yeah, because they were playing a grid. But kind of like something like that, where it's more of like
I never watched that movie.
I wish I didn't. You didn't need a good decision. But like for example, say
You gotta watch it.
I saw
You gotta
someone
watch
reacting
it Like you gotta watch it in the way of you would watch like The Room or Birdemic.
Was horrible. Don't even try to defend it.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying you gotta watch it and just make fun of it.
It's terrible. Anyways, what I was more thinking of is like, for example, say there's a ground troop and they're trying to figure out where they're going, and they kind of swipe left, and one of those sci-fi amazing screens that I want in my life comes up, and it's got like the StarCraft map, and like you see mining units over here, and then for example, say you had to defend the mining units. I don't know if that ever happens in StarCraft because I don't play it.
Yeah.
But say somebody's you can actually see like in the background.
Sometimes you have the mining units actually just go attack.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you see like the mining unit actually like sitting there like hammering in the background.
They don't hammer.
Whatever they do,
But,
they're mining. They're miners.
But
mine.
they could
mean?
go make a huge explanation as to why the minerals in Vespian gas are so necessary.
Okay.
And what that
Do you know the movie Aliens, where she gets into the giant mechanical thing? That's what the miners have to do.
Unless it's Protoss, and then they kind of just zap it with electricity and then carry it back.
You're going into too much detail.
Okay, we'll go with Zurg, who just kind of eat it.
Again, for the point we're trying to make here, not necessary.
Okay.
Yeah. But you see what I mean? Like, you could be like little quick things like that, where I think that would probably be best for that game, game movie.
We have been talking about a Blizzard game when there is actually probably 2 other Blizzard games that would make great either TV shows or movies.
World of Warcraft would not make a good one.
They are making one.
Screw them.
They are making one.
I'm not watching it. That's horrible.
And it actually, from what I hear, it actually looks good.
Nope. I wasn't.
But Warcraft has a huge, expansive story going all the way back to... Like, World of Warcraft just continued the story of Warcraft 3 Frozen Throne.
I understand, but...
And it's actually got a really good story to it. It's a wind tunnel.
Excuse you.
And Diablo.
Diablo wouldn't be bad.
Diablo...
That has more cohesive story than...
World of Warcraft actually does have a story.
I know, but it's not linear
Well,
enough.
it's an MMO story that can't make it linear.
I know, but that's why I don't like MMOs for movies and TV shows.
But I think they are actually making one, though. I thought Diablo would be better, or StarCraft, but World of Warcraft is the most, popular game they have.
I would say it's not the most popular game in the world anymore.
What is?
League.
That's right. But
Anyway.
it is still the game when someone says video games. That is the
Yeah, I know.
that is the game people think of.
I mean, I could see Diablo doing well,
Mm-hmm.
although it's a little freaky.
It
The
is.
entire story.
The
Then
original
again,
Diablo,
we're gonna
Diablo
get
2, or Diablo 3?
A lot of games go a little bit crazy.
Which Diablo is
I've,
free?
I've played Diablo 3, but I'm sure Diablo 2 is just as bad.
Yeah, it kind of is. Diablo 1 is more down to earth, I think, but that's also like one of Blizzard's oldest games. Like, I don't even think you can buy Diablo 1 anymore from Blizzard.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I think a lot of these massive online ones, they'd be a little bit more loosely based on whatever they're doing than completely based on what they're doing.
Well,
Whereas there's some games where, like, they have the story already built in place, like Halo, where they work better.
Well, that's the thing, because League of Legends has a huge lore. Huge.
Don't even go into it. It's broke. They're actually redoing the whole thing.
Yeah. But it's got a lot of material to work with.
Yeah.
And I know it's something about champions and tournaments and something like that, but it's just weird.
Nope. It's actually the Summoner's Rift is their diplomatic party. What they do is they elect champions to go and fight for them. Whichever team wins the debate. Because there was the Great Runeterra Wars where it completely destroyed the planet they're on and almost destroyed the whole thing. So they had to find a way to not destroy the planet.
But yeah. As long as they put fight scenes in every episode, I think people will keep watching.
They don't even have to do that. I mean, it could be a lot of like actual lore, because there's people who have different combats. Like you can have entire episodes where Graves and Twisted Fate are where they're meeting, like their backstory, where Twisted Fate actually leaves Graves hanging with a crime and he goes to jail for it, and then Graves gets out. Or like for example, when Lucian's wife gets killed by Thresh and stored in a lantern. And there's tons of little combos like that.
And then, there's the comic relief episode that's just all about Timo.
Actually, Timo has a pretty deep story as well.
I did read his story. I don't remember it all, but I did read his. But I'm just talking about comic relief episodes where we just follow Timo around. We don't go into backstory. We just follow Timo around.
Are you giving me a comic release episode? That's nothing. Garen actually trying to fight and spinning.
Oh.
That'd be hilarious. He's a gigantic dude in armor spinning a gigantic sword like this, trying to kill somebody. It's freaking hilarious.
That's true.
But like even
they can make it badass in there.
They could. But even like Annie's story, she was an abandoned child that was found in the woods by she had two wizard parents that were abandoned or abolished and sent to the Twisted Tree line, which is now a new map. And then they both got killed, and then she bound a bear to the teddy bear she had on her, and then is forced to protect her for all time.
See?
Also, she was cast out because she burned down a few villages.
See? That'd be a great backstory.
Yeah.
And that'd be a great episode, I think. Especially since a lot of people that play this game probably don't go very well into backstories of many characters.
Actually, I mean, if you've been playing a while, they release them when they come out, so you know them.
Yeah, but I look at the stats and the moves. I don't. To read every character's lore at this point.
Again, I've been on since day one.
You've been on since day one?
Tryndamere was the first champion out. I joined when Tryndamere was released.
Is he the only champion out then?
No, they released 23 originally.
Oh.
I had 23 to play with. And then I joined and Tryndamere was released the day after. And that was the first champion ever released. Yep. So I've got to read them all. It's a lot of information. I don't blame you for not knowing it all.
But exactly, like that. Those will all make great episodes, I think. And you don't have to always. You could do it all kind of in flashback as we follow them around in a current storyline
Or as they're fighting.
As they're fighting. Yeah, even that, like that's still following around as a current storyline, but it's a reason. Like what? Like just two people that hate each other fighting on different teams or fighting on the same team even.
Yeah, but the problem with that is that the only thing I can pick apart about that is that Noxian and Demacia fight on the same team in League of Legends all the time because people don't care about the lore; they play about champion picks. So, for example, a Lucian Thresh lane, which is very popular in current meta, would never happen. That would never happen. One, they're on different sides of the split. Lucian being on Demacia, Thresh being on Noxus, but they actually physically can't stand each other. Like Lucian will kill Thresh anytime he gets a chance.
We can rewrite the story a little bit and just make it so that both sides could pick whatever champions they want.
That'd be dumb though.
Why?
Of course, the entire thing seems a little contrived if you're just gonna have them fighting.
No.
It's contrived.
I'm not saying just fighting. I'm saying backstory and things like that, and current stories, following them around in their everyday lives.
Then what's the point of having the fighting at all? Just follow the backstory then.
Well, the way you would do that, what I would do if I was
still need fighting.
You do, but
there would be fighting.
What I would probably end up doing is having Jarvan the Fourth talk to, like, actually being in debate with Swain, which are the two current leaders of Demacia and Noxus. Actually sit down and have a political debate. They start fighting, you know what I mean? And during this time, you can have like character development if you want. Then, pretty much what happens is they draft for teams, they put them in the arena. You don't watch the whole match. You just watch like a short version of it, like pretty much the highlights of it on like a monitor, like where everyone else is watching it.
Well,
they give you their stats, whatever, and then they come out as a victor, and whatever one you actually do. Develop the plot on whatever decision was actually made in the arena.
See, you're
still seems pretty contrived.
You're thinking of the fight being more like the game. I'm thinking of the fight being like that StarCraft 2 cinematic of a huge open warfare scene. And
no, I'm actually thinking of it in the sense of a fight, where they fight. You're watching the highlights on the TV because we're not going to watch a whole game anyways. Not a lot of people watch the whole fight scenes.
We're not going to watch them sit there farm.
No. And then Demacia or Noxus is a winner, then that propels the plot in whichever way the vote was going. And then you continue with plot until the next debate happens. And then they fight, either Demacia or Noxus wins. That was plot, by the way.
Yeah. And
I mean, it's not going to be perfectly League of Legends, but it'll be based on
That's not what I mean, though. I mean, like, I'm arguing that it'd be too League of Legends. League of Legends, I don't think makes as it stands as a game doesn't make a good story.
But
I would agree with you as well.
you don't put that arena in there at
not
all.
Even. It's too. The source material is too conflicted with itself to actually make sense. It makes sense in a very superficial way, but once you start actually picking it apart, it does start breaking down very quickly.
Yes, but get a creative team in there, someone that's not going to rape the material.
It doesn't matter. The material's already screwed. They're rewriting the whole thing because it's screwed.
Okay, well, we'll wait for the new lore to come out, and then we'll figure this out.
See you in 2025. And on that note,
Thank you for watching.
us bicker about how to make a movie out of our favorite games because we're all very defensive about them. See you next time, where we are very too much hyper to talk about anything because me and Am are going to go to PAX, and we're just going to be like, going to PAX until Chris kills us.
And then next week it's like...
And then next week when we're back, we're just going to be like, PAX! PAX!
Actually, you better be prepared. The week after PAX, I'm coming in with all my PAX swag.
You do that.
I'm going to be wearing like a PAX bag on my foot.
Okay.
Yes. So me and Jacob will be at PAX if you can figure that out.
Styling. Alright, well, bye everybody.
Bye.
See you.